Hi, Dave Shroder here with your UK roundup on weighing in with Travis Hartman. Really only one place to go this week. There's a big card in Belfast in Northern Ireland featuring probably Ireland's best ever amateur boxer in Michael Conlan, fighting Englishman Gill. You may well have heard of Michael Conlan, might well have seen his fights. When he first turned pro, when he left the amateur ranks amidst some controversy, was very outspoken in the Rio Olympics. He based himself out of New York, fought multiple times in Madison Square Garden, and his strategy seemed to be to appeal to those Irishmen in the northeast of the US, build up a groundswell of support there. He ended up relocating back to Ireland and fought a number of times in Belfast. Always sold out, very popular figure, but had fallen short a couple of times at world level. He lost to Lee Wood, and really this was part of his comeback trail. He was kind of 2-2 in his last 4 fights. Gill, massive underdog, prohibitive underdog. So I looked to put some money on this fight, and he was plus 600. And I thought, wow, that's pretty aggressive underdog. He was not expected to do well. He hadn't won a fight since February 2022. He lost his last fight to Kiko Martinez and was stepping up to super feather from feather. Was never considered a power puncher or someone who could knock people out. Great fight. Conlan punch resistance appeared to have completely gone. He was knocked down pretty hard in the second by Gill. Did have some success. It wasn't completely one-sided, but every time Gill landed, it was heavy shots, and Conlan seemed to struggle with taking the shots. Got stopped in the 7th. Some people were complaining about the stoppage, saying it was a bit early. Interestingly, Conlan didn't complain. I could see an argument for it being a little early, but to be honest, it was one-way traffic and it was really only going one way, and I think the ref was probably right to stop it when he did. Gill's story is a really interesting one. Like I say, he hadn't won a fight since February 2022. He'd had some really difficult life challenges. His family had kind of disintegrated. He got divorced. He had trouble with alcohol, mental health problems, very much in the Tyson Fury mould. This was his first fight back since that loss in October, so he hadn't fought for over a year. Stepping up to the weight, he was excellent. After the fight, they both share Eddie Hearn as a promoter. After the fight, Eddie Hearn, unsure really where he can put Conlan now and who he can match him with, but very, very high on Gill, promising him world title fights and whatnot. Be interesting to see where it goes from here. I mean, no one thought that he would win against Conlan, so even fewer people would pick him for a world title, but certainly he did excellently. The undercard was underwhelming. This has been a bit of a theme on DAZN shows in the UK recently. Nothing really to report on there. No one of any note or any real prospects. All eyes in the UK now, though, are really kind of turning to that big 23rd of December card with AJ, with Daniel Dubois, really wanting to see how that shakes out. And also really Joseph Parker, who whilst he isn't British, has almost become an adopted Brit. He's fought in the UK so many times against Chisora and Joshua and Dillian White. So all attention is on that now, and everyone's really, really looking forward to that. There are cards this week, and I'll go through them and watch them and report back on anything that's exciting. But really, I'm really focused on looking forward to that card coming up. Have a great week this week, and I'll be back next week to talk through everything that goes on weighing in with Travis Hartman.